Hi, this is Nancy, and welcome to my Caregiver Journal. My journey as a caregiver began 6 years ago when my husband was diagnosed with cancer, and at the time we were actually working in the same place together. And so the people that worked for me knew Dan, knew our story, knew everything that was going on. And at the time I was the director of a child care center, and one day one of the teachers was in my office just telling me how hard her life was and what was going on and how I ought to feel sorry for her. And another teacher walked in and looked at her and said, "Are you kidding me? Do you know who you're talking to? Do you think your life is worse than Nancy's? I don't think anybody's life is worse than Nancy's right now." And she left the office. And I sat there not knowing if that was a compliment or just a fact or how to take that. And I started to realize that in my life, there was always somebody that had it harder than me. And I could always look at that other person and say, well, at least my life is not like so-and-so. And I sat there that day and I thought, oh my goodness, I'm now the person. I'm the person that my friends look at and say, well, at least my life's not like Nancy's. And I thought, oh my goodness, I am the person. And I wasn't sure that I liked that. But from time to time, when things get really hard, I'll start laughing and I'll look back, oh, well, I've become that person again. But I am grateful as I think about that while we've had difficult times, we've been able to journey it together. We've had the support of family and friends and our faith, and we've been able to keep putting one foot in front of the other, even though apparently sometimes I'm that person that you are glad that you don't have to be. But then when I look at somebody else and realize that now that person's life is harder than mine, it makes me a little more sensitive. It makes me a little more desiring to do something for that other person who is now living that life that nobody wants, because sometimes we have challenges, and it helps me to be sensitive to help that person whose life is very difficult at that moment.